Not so long ago, in a town called Calama, there was a brave youngster called Atipag, whose name means winner. He was the son of Yupanqui, the most famous warrior of the tribe, Atacamenos. Atipag was a strong and smart 12-year-old boy with long black hair and dark skin. Like the warrior he was, Atipag wore pants made from puma's skin. The big chief's daughter, Zipacu, was extremely ill, and Atipag was needed for crossing the Andes to reach the land of the Yamanes, in the far south, to find a rare plant that could cure her illness. If Zipacu dies, the curse of a kingdom without an heir would be consummated.
Atipag, my dear son, you must save our kingdom from the curse. Go to the Andes and find the mandrake, which will save Zipacu.
Yes, father, I will save my beloved and also our tree.
I'm proud of you, my brave son.
Atipag parted riding his loyal and beloved white horse, Harchaps, and oracles of the neighboring tribes, the Aguitas, Changos, and Pincunches, offered their healing music to the young hero.
It's time to visit the oracles. They have to bless my name. The Aguitas, Changos, Pincunches, I have come here to ask you for your blessing.
We have seen to the future that you will find what you are looking for, but first you have to watch our blessing dance, which will give you luck.
Thank you for your help, wise oracles.
The great dangers of the journey started when he was close to the top of the Andes. In the land of the Pehuenches, a tribe of traders, Atipag and Artax were ambushed by 3 exiled men who were known for their cruelty as much as for their stupidity. Their names were Cara, the Bold, Huayna, the Young, and Itaipu, the Shocking. The 3 unintelligent men wanted Atipag's money and food, and they were prepared to get it any way they could.
Give me your money, little boy.
And your food!
Atipag, however, proposed a deal to them which was, if they guessed a riddle correctly, Atipag would be their service. If they failed to answer it correctly, they would have to leave the land forever and never return. Only thinking of the food and the rose, Cara accepted on behalf of the other 3.
Don't worry, they are too stupid to harm us. I will tell them a riddle and we will be safe soon. If you guess my riddle, I will give you all my money and all my food.
Atipag recited a riddle that only a real warrior could know.
Why shouldn't you lose your temper?
After a brief deliberation, Cara said,
That's a tricky question. I think losing your temper is okay, because then you can kill as many enemies as you see.
Atipag, satisfied with the answer, replied wisely.
Because no one else won it.
After they realized their mistake, the 3 stupid men parted as promised and left Atipag, who arrived at the Yamanes land. The life of Zipacu was much close to the end.
¿Quién es ese hombre que me mira y me desnuda? Una fiera inquieta que me da 1000 vueltas y me hace temblar, pero me hace sentir mujer. Nadie me...
These were magical gates. Once Atipagh crosses them, he would receive his destiny, if his quest was real and his heart was clean of full hope in his mission. He would appear in Zipaqu's bedside with the plan she needed. If, on the other hand, Atipagh's mission was not good enough, or he did not truly believe in him, he would be sent to the world's edge and Zipaku and his tribe would disappear forever. Atipagh was afraid for the first time in his life. He was not afraid of dying at the world's edge, but of the destiny of his tribe. He knew that he had no other chance to save the princess as well as the whole tribe.
I am scared of failing. My tribe needs me, but I will be able to finish my mission successfully.
While walking towards the gates, Atipagh was thinking of his family, his land, and the possible future of his tribe. He knew his mission was genuine. He was brave and confident. Just 2 steps to cross, Atipagh thought about Artax, which passed away the night before. For the last step and a flash. When the hero woke up, he couldn't recognize the place and things surrounding him. For a second, Atipagh had a horrified feeling that he did not accomplish his mission. When everything seemed lost, he heard the most beautiful sound in the world.
Where am I? Did I fall?
Atipagh, my savior.
Zipaku!
Atipagh accomplished his mission believing in him and saved the princess and the whole tribe. Artax and Atipagh were the heroes and the warrior married to Zipaku, and both of them reigned over the tribe with justice and happiness.
I've been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come